What is going on, guys? Welcome to a new vlog. Today is Wednesday. It is currently 12:27 a.m. It is pretty late. It's been a very long day. It's honestly been a very long couple of months, very stressful couple of months, and I just want to apologize before we get started for not posting anything. I've just been a little absent just from social media in general. I'm still posting a little bit on Instagram, a little bit on TikTok, but I haven't done a YouTube video in quite some time. So again, I apologize. Over the past couple of months, I've been focused strictly just business. As you guys know, I just had a baby 9 months ago, and it's still very fresh. I'm still trying to balance work life, dad life. It's a little complicated, a little challenging. If you're a dad, you can probably relate to this. And if you own a business, you know how complicated it is to be in there 24/7. But now I'm having to split myself in half, and I've kind of like put social media on the back burner for a little bit, trying to get a little bit adjusted as best as possible. We've been having some back end issues at the gym. As you guys know, I'm super open when it comes to this. I like to talk business. I like to kind of like share with you guys what I'm going through in the business world. Recently, I would say maybe 6 weeks ago, I decided to shrink down my team. A couple of months ago, I would say about maybe like 4 or 5 months ago, we started bringing in new team members. Everything was fine, but then I noticed that communication was kind of like going everywhere. Not everybody was on the same page. We started hiring people that weren't really that motivated, just in life in general. And I was like, man, why am I working with these people? I hate having to work with people that I constantly have to keep motivated. I feel like as an individual, you should want more for yourself. You should want to better yourself on your own without having somebody to kind of like push you and somebody to kind of like, oh, you got to do this, you got to do that. I don't think I'm the most successful person in the world, but I feel like I've done, pretty good for myself. And I just don't understand how people how people need to be motivated by someone else. I feel like ever since I was younger and I decided to go on, like, I want to open up my business routes, I've been very like self-motivated, and still to this day, I'm still very self-motivated. Sometimes people ask me like, oh, do you read books? Or like, oh, like, who do you look up to? Like, no one. Like, I don't read any books. I don't really look up to anyone besides like my mom and dad. They're very hardworking individuals, and that's how they raised me. I was having some issues when it comes to that, so we shrunk the team down. We're still trying to figure things out, and I like to give business advice because it's like everything that I put out there, like any advice that I give to people, it's like stuff that I've dealt with and stuff that I personally have done. These are situations that I've been in, and a lot of you guys have maybe been in similar situations, right? And I have fixed some of those issues, and I like to pretty much show you guys and tell you guys exactly how I fix those issues, right? So right now I'm running into another issue, and it's so crazy how a business that's been in business for almost 8 years still has those little problems. One of the biggest constraints in business, in any business, it's finding good freaking people. It's hard to find people that want to truly work, people that want to learn, people that don't need to be motivated by somebody else constantly. When you have to drag somebody that doesn't really want to go where you're going, that becomes a little bit frustrating, right? We were having some CPA problems a couple of months ago. I believe I've shared this with you guys already. We had to kind of like part ways, but they're all CPA like firm that we hired. So now we're working with another firm. When it comes to like how much money's coming in, how much money's going out, I like to be super involved. Like, I like knowing exactly what's going on, because I feel like if you want to be an entrepreneur and if you want to own your own business, you have to know your numbers. So I'm really huge on that. Communication with this current CPA firm has been amazing, and I love working with them. So that's like something that I was able to take off my back fully. We just get kind of like reports, monthly reports, bi-weekly reports now. So that kind of like helps out a lot, knowing how much we're growing, knowing how much we've been growing, for the past year by year. That's always nice to see, just to make sure that the business is healthy, making sure that we are going, still moving forward. And if we see a small dip, then I like knowing where that dip was and why that even happened, right? If you want to own your own business, or if you own your own business, make sure you know your numbers, because that's super important, especially when it comes to taxes. Get you a good team of financial advisors and a good CPA and all that stuff. It's worth the extra money. But yeah, that's kind of like what's been going on. Again, I apologize for not posting videos for a while. Now we're gonna go to the gym. As you guys know, we had some new dumbbells that I had coming in a couple of months ago. Well, they're finally here. If you follow me on Instagram, you saw them already. But if you don't, I'm gonna show you. Alrighty, guys, we just made it to the gym. It's a little chilly out there. I don't know the actual temperature, but how to put on a little jacket. As you guys know, we had to upgrade to a Honda. I've had a lot of cool cars. I say a lot, but it's like a lot for me. A couple of years ago, I think 4 years ago, I had an R8. Then a year after that, I bought a Lamborghini Huracan, and I loved that thing. But after a while, it was kind of like just sitting in the garage. And I was like, you know what, let's just go ahead and get rid of this thing. I sold my TRX as well, and now I just drive that. I call that an upgrade because I spend so little on gas on that thing, literally $35 a week, and I'm good. When I was driving in the TRX and the Lambo, it was literally like $70 on the Lambo every 3 days, and I think it was like $130 on the TRX, and I was like, holy crap. And I didn't really realize that until I didn't have them anymore. And not just that, but insurance and all that stuff, maintenance. Super expensive. So yeah, that's definitely an upgrade. $27,000. Pretty freaking solid, right? We're here, and I'm gonna show you around. I just love walking in here, you know? I'm like literally here, I'd say maybe like 60, 70 hours a week, and it just doesn't get old. Like, I love being here. This lobby area here. Make this a little darker real quick. There we go. Cool. Alright, so let me show you guys the dumbbell section. It looks amazing. If you remember, and you've seen it already, you know it looks good. But damn, every time I look at it, I'm just like, wow. Here, let me show you. So, they go all the way up to 200 pounds. And they're all stainless steel. They're never gonna rust. That was one of the things a lot of people were asking me. Like, hey, are they gonna rust like the last ones? No, so these are made by Watson. I like that they have their little logo right here. It's just like really nice. I thought the little like bolts here was gonna be a problem, but it's not a problem at all. They feel really good. They actually feel heavier than the old ones. And we got the X Master racks. They're really nice. So I got these instead of the Watson just because I really like the stainless steel look that these kind of like have, and it just matches everything really, really nice. Look at that, super cool. But yeah, a couple of months ago we bought new benches as well too. We got a total of I think it's 6 new adjustable benches by Rogue, red and black. Pretty sick. I really like the pads. I thought I wasn't gonna like them, but some other gym had them that I went and visited, and I was like, we're gonna go with these. And here we got all like the fixed barbells by X Master as well too. Super clean, super nice. They do get a little dirty, kind of like what you guys can see right now. But honestly, I mean, we just cleaned them every single night. We got a cleaning team that cleans pretty much everything. But yeah, these are really nice. I had one of the members ask me like, hey George, like, what's the point of spending so much money on these things, right? Like, you're not gonna get your money back anytime soon. And he was 100% right. You know, we spent on this whole dumbbell section with the fixed barbells, the racks, the adjustable benches. We spent a little over $85,000 on everything, right? And it's one of those things that it's not like you're buying like a product and you sell it online or something like that. It's like you buy it and it just sits here. But I see it more as like we're trying to create more value, or you know, for the customer in every way possible. And I feel like just buying new equipment, constantly upgrading, you know, pieces, like older pieces for newer pieces, or like a new brand comes out with newer stuff. I like to buy those things because I feel like as a customer, you know, you feel like, oh, like this guy's actually pouring back into the business. This guy's actually, you know, trying to provide more value for us, and that's really what it comes down to, man. Like, yes, like this money, it was a lot. Not obviously, it's a lot of money, and it's not something that I'm like, oh, I'm gonna 2x it or 3x it in 3 months. Like, it just doesn't work like that. For me to get my money back on that, you know, our memberships are $100 a month. I would need a ridiculous amount of new members to come in for me to make up for that big expense that we just had in there, you know? So I just enjoy it, man. I really love doing this. And I feel like if you own a gym, you have to love like small business entrepreneurship, man, because this shit sucks. Like, it's not the best. It's a lot of hands-on work. It is kind of hard to get like 8 players to work for you. You know, and it's like, it's one of those things that you just have to love doing it, and you have to want to, you know, provide something better for your current members and for future members as well too, you know. And I'm just really big on that, really big on that. We also have 10 new Atlantis pieces that are coming in. They're supposed to be coming in at the end of December or beginning of January, and I'm just super excited for them because we actually don't have any Atlantis equipment in here. And I've had a few of the members kind of like ask for, like, hey, George, can you get some Atlantis stuff? And I finally pulled the trigger on them. Super expensive stuff, but I think they're gonna be worth it. We're getting 5 leg pieces and then 5 upper body pieces, all plate loaded on the upper body and some pin selected on the lower body. And everything is pretty full in here. Like, I have room for no more equipment, which is a good problem to have because when I first opened 4 years ago, I had half of the equipment and I had some big gaps in between the machines, and now they're like so like tight together that it makes it look pretty full. Like, whenever you walk in, it is a little overwhelming just because everything is kind of like close together, but I try to leave as much space as possible in between just so you doesn't feel like you're kind of like on top of each other, right? One of the things that I'm gonna be doing next year is really trying to get rid of some of that older stuff and then just bringing in a lot of the like newer brands that are popping up, right? New Tech is a big one. I do want to get some New Tech in here, but I just have no room. So I feel like parting ways with, for example, like hammer strength pieces like this, like seated plate loaded leg extension, or like this withstanding hamstring curl right there. Amazing piece, but it's just a little outdated, and I feel like there's so many other new brands that have very similar stuff to that, you know? So that's what we're gonna be doing. Another big upgrade that I wanna do is I wanna change the big jungle gym, the big cable crossover. I want to get rid of that thing just because it's a little older and I've been having some issues with it. It seems like I've been pouring so much money into that thing every single month, just replacing cables, small little things like that. So we're going to be doing that. We were going to be using some of the old dumbbells that we had here, but I ended up not using them just because they were a little old, man. We are going to be adding a second dumbbell section, but just not right now because we already spent so much money on dumbbells, so much money on all the Atlantis stuff. So we went over budget this year for sure, which I feel like we do that every single year. I try to kind of like keep a good balance of how much money we're actually profiting, how much money we're spending, and I always, tend to go over it, which is okay. I want to know what you guys think. Was it spending so much money on dumbbells and just the dumbbell section worth it? Like, or am I just a little bit like trying to perfect a little bit too much, and I'm investing money into things that don't really need to be fixed? What do you guys think? Comment down below. All right, guys, today is Friday. It is currently 4:30 p.m. We are on our way to pick up some gym equipment. We're doing an install all the way across town in Sugarland to a gym called Arco Fit. It's new. I've never been there. It looks awesome, so I'm excited to check it out. We're gonna go pick up the equipment from a really good friend of mine. His name is Kenny. He's a wholesaler here in the Houston area. He sells a lot of brand new equipment. He also has a really nice showroom, and I'll show you guys whenever we get there. So yeah, we're gonna pick that up. We're gonna go drop it off. Then we're purchasing some machines from the guy as well too. You ready, bro, John?
I'm ready, guys. Let's go.
Stay tuned. Guys, we're done loading everything up. We got 5 new pieces in here. Watson, look at how beautiful this color is. This is our leg press. And then we got some more leg stuff back there. Now let me show you guys this gym. So this right here is their warehouse, pretty much where they assemble everything. And then this is their showroom. It's a little dark. So most of the equipment is Watson, all Watson stuff. I like their blue lights that they have in here. Turf, all Watson stuff. I don't think we have many of these here in Houston, like showrooms. So I'm just glad that Kenny decided to be one of the first. Dumbbells, adjustable benches right here. They're flat benches. They got a cool little upstairs area. We're gonna make our way up there so you guys can see the whole room. I think this whole warehouse is like 5,000–6,000 square feet. Look at the cool sign right there. Boom. This place is pretty sick, super clean, everything is brand new. So if you're looking for a gym that's more of like the private side, if you live in Houston, definitely check this place out. We're gonna put their information down in the description box. Also, if you're looking for new equipment, definitely hit up Kenny. He's an amazing guy, great customer service. You're not going to be disappointed. Now, we're gonna go deliver some equipment. All right, guys, we made it. Arco Fit. This place is huge. They got this really nice sign here at the front. Nice. We just got done installing 5 new machines in there, and I'll show you guys the gym. It's actually really nice. It's not ridiculously big. It's like a good size, but let me show you the machines that we just bought. We got 3 new Arsenal pieces. We got the abductor combo right here. We got the lane hamstring curl, and then we got a unilateral leg press. I personally love this one the most out of all of them. They are going to be up for sale, so if you're interested, hit me up. If I still have them, I'll give you guys a great deal. Now let me go in there and show you what this gym looks like. I actually think I got the name wrong. I think it's called Arco Fit instead of Arc Fit, so I apologize about that. Now let me show you guys this place. All right, so as soon as you walk in, look at that entrance. I love the front desk, Arco Fit. Good lighting. They got a smoothie bar right here, super nice. They got a kids club, and they have like this little walker right here. I haven't gone back there just yet, but they got a cool little greenery wall here. They got a locker section here. They got 2 massage tables here. There's an upstairs area, and I'll show you guys that in a little bit. They got a turf area right here, more like a functional training area. They got a lot of cool brands like Prime. They got Atlantis. Now they have Watson. That's what we just installed. But yeah, the layout, it's really nice actually. There's a lot of windows. So they got a lot of windows right over there, so I'm sure whenever it's daytime, it looks a lot brighter in here. They got Rogers, Booty Builder, Arsenal Strength. Look at this. Squat racks over there. They have Panada. This Atlantis piece is amazing. I actually have one of these coming in to Roman. Another Atlantis piece. Check this out. They got the lights. They got their logo right there. 6 barbells. Arsenal Strength cable crossover right over there. Adjustable benches. Arsenal Strength as well. And look at these dumbbells. Custom by Watson. Yeah, this place is nice. I honestly really like it when gym owners spend the extra penny on getting some of the nice equipment. I know a lot of gyms that are opening up nowadays, they kind of like cheap out on the equipment. They go all out on the aesthetics, but the equipment is kind of like lacking. Here, you kind of get both of them. You have awesome lighting, you got an amazing layout, you got good equipment, some of the best known brands out there. And I haven't checked out the cardio section just yet, but it looks awesome. I like that you can go up there and kind of like get an overview of the whole gym. Yeah, this place is super nice. And then they got these cool little lights on the wall. They got the lockers. Everything is brand new. Towel service right there. Cool little mirrors. Tall mirror right here. Look at this. Super nice. They got a water fountain in here as well too. Urinals and showers back there. And they also have a dry sauna right over here. I think there's 3 people that own this place. I met one of them. Really cool guy. He helped us move some of that equipment out and bring some of that new stuff in, which is always appreciated. But let me show you guys this cardio section. So you're up here, you got your hex lights. The whole upper section is all hex lights. You got matrix, all matrix treadmills as well too. Stairmasters back there. They have like a Pilates studio right here. They got ellipticals over here, bikes, TVs, and then boom, look at this view. It looks nice. Very, very nice. Now I saw that they have another room back here. Kind of want to go check it out. Here it is, flex room. Oh, this is like their posing room. Look at this, nice lighting. You got your back mirrors right here at an angle, and then boom. Pretty sick. Definitely comment down below. What do y'all think about this place? I personally love it. I'm definitely gonna come back here and get a workout in and maybe chat it up with the people that own this place, because I am curious what got them into this. And I'm also curious how much they spend. You know, I feel like a lot of people are scared to talk about that. I personally don't care, just because I feel like there's a lot of people that watch this channel that want to open up a gym one day, and I just want to give out as much information as possible. But we're gonna wrap this up. We're gonna go back home. It's late. It is currently super late, actually. It's 9:30. So we've been doing this for 4 hours. But yeah, see you guys there. All right, guys, we are finally back home, back at Roman Empire Gym. Look how beautiful this view is. Doesn't get old, man. That is gonna be it for this video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. If you watched the whole video, I really, really appreciate you. If you are thinking about starting your own gym, or you have your own gym, and maybe you just need a little bit of guidance, or maybe you just got a few questions, I have been in the fitness scene for almost 8 years. I've done a lot of bad, horrible mistakes. I've figured out, how to overcome a lot of hurdles throughout, the years. So I don't know the answers to everything, but I've done it. There's a lot of things that we've tested as well too. If you feel stuck, whatever it is, there's a link down in the description. Click it, fill out the form, and one of my team members is going to reach out to you to schedule a call, just a one-on-one call, just you and me, and you can ask me whatever it is that you need help with. Other than that, stay tuned. We got more videos coming. I know I've said that last time, but we're going to make it happen this time, okay? Till next time, peace.